the longtime home of the Royals, we welcome you to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, site of this edition of Major League Baseball presented by The Show. We've got a good matchup in store for you here, as it'll be the New York Yankees taking on the Kansas City Royals. And hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you as we get set for what promises to be an entertaining ball game. Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler are by my side. And Dave, we turn to you. What's the one thing we can watch for in this one?
Well, speed thrills. It always has. And that's why you got to beware of a guy like Scott Podsednik. There's no question about the fact that his game is predicated on the stolen base. So look for him to create some havoc if he gets on.
All right, Dave, thanks. We'll hear from Rex in a minute, but first, State Farm shows us the starting lineup for the defending World Series champion New York Yankees. At home or away, State Farm is there. Leading things off is the young center fielder Curtis Granderson. In the two-hole, the captain, Derek Jeter. He'll, of course, play short. Next is the 2005 American League MVP, Alex Rodriguez. He's at third. Mark Teixeira bats fourth. He'll play first base. Then comes the promising Robinson Cano. He'll play second base. Jorge Posada bats sixth behind the plate. Behind him is Nick Swisher out in right. Nick Johnson's the DH tonight. He'll hit eighth. Randy Wynn will bat number 9. He is in left. They'll go to work against a former All-Star, veteran right-hander Gil Mesh. And the Royals defensively will look like this behind him. Set to go now as Curtis Granderson is into the box to get this one underway.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. On to first, and that'll take care of Granderson for the game's first out.
Gets the easy ground out to open up the ball game. Always nice not have to deal with that speedy leadoff guy on base.
Derek Jeter will get his first shot at it here.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
Ball in there for a called strike. The pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Hello.
To fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Jeter's down on strikes.
Boy, that's a beauty of a pitch. Check out where this thing is. He'd like to stay down there all night if he can.
Alex Rodriguez will step in, leading the American League in hitting entering play today.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this is going to be a foul ball. Back with a fastball again as he's in control, 0-2.
And they'd love to get through this first inning 1-2-3. There's no doubt about that.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
That's foul.
Comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Look there at the starting lineup for the Royals, again brought to us by State Farm. Scott Podsednik will lead things off despite being under 200 against lefties. We'll see what he can do here. David DeJesus bats second. He's the DH tonight. Billy Butler will bat third. He's at first base. Behind him is Rick Ankiel out in center. Jose Guillen follows him out in right. Alberto Callaspo will bat sixth and play second. After that is Yunieski Betancourt. He'll be at short. Josh Fields will hit eighth and play third. Jason Kendall finally will round things out behind the plate. He'll bat number 9. And set to face these guys is a 19-game winner from a year ago, 3-time All-Star CC Sabathia. A look there at the Yankees defense, anchored by a 3-time Gold Glove winner Mark Teixeira at first and a 4-time winner at short, the captain Derek Jeter. And now the left fielder Scott Podsednik will get us going in the home half of inning number 1.
Now batting, Scott Podsednik.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He got away with that pitch, Matt, but his veteran know-how was nowhere to be seen there.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. Throw is low, but good hands over there by Teixeira at first as he digs it out.
This is hard when your momentum is taking you one way and you got to throw another, but he was right on the money.
David DeJesus will dig in here.
Now batting, David DeJesus.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Looks like he might be getting squeezed a little bit there.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And ball 3 now to DeJesus as he looks to work his way aboard. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Don't know how well you see this, but here's a look from Dirt Cam. And yeah, you can see right there, that's right on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch.
Billy Butler will stand in looking to extend his modest 6-game hitting streak.
Now batting, Billy Butler.
Swinging a ground ball to first. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. So they go down without a whimper here. Second inning upcoming here in KC with no score. Mark Teixeira leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Ball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. One and one. He lays off for a ball, 2-1.
I don't think my eyesight's that bad. That looked like strike 2 to me.
textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
And Teixeira's not nearly as strong a hitter from the left side as he is from the right, as evidenced there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, let's check this out in slow motion on Swing Track. It's not too often that guys are early on a fastball, but he looked like he was just a little too amped up that time.
Robinson Cano will stand in.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Lays off 1-0.
And even when you're missing low with the fastball, it can still effectively set up your other pitches.
For a called strike, it's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Turns on one and rips it down the line. What a stop! And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
A little baseball 101 right here. Good job by the pitcher of hightailing it over to cover the bag, and a good feed from the first baseman gets him an out.
Jorge Posada will take his cuts now.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Swing and a high pop-up to the left side. Fields will wait on it. And he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. And we are tied 0-0. Rick Ankiel will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, Rick Ankiel.
And here's the first pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And after a very economical first, let's see if he mixes things up a bit.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
And one thing you don't want to do to start an inning is walk the leadoff guy on 4 straight.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Don't know how to say it much plainer than this. Leadoff walks will kill you. You got to be careful here.
Jose Guillen will stand in for the first time here.
Now batting, Jose Guillen.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. Alberto Callaspo will step in now.
Now batting, Alberto Callaspo.
First pitch coming. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss. He might even go chase it out there.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
The throw pulls him off, but that was a good job of knowing where the bag is, and he gets back in time.
Yuniesky Betancourt will get his first opportunity now.
Now batting, Yuniesky Betancourt.
Chopped down the third base line. Foul, says the third base umpire. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Nick Swisher is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
First pitch coming. And this one is nowhere near the strike zone as it'll zip by to the backstop for ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Yeah, and he'll look for something a little higher here.
Fouled straight back.
That's foul.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Hits this one right on the button, but they've got him played perfectly, so they're able to throw him out.
Nick Johnson steps in now.
Now batting, Nick Johnson.
And, not quite sure what was wrong with that one, but it's 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Kendall with the sign, now the 1-1. Now a curveball that swung on and popped high in the air out toward short right field. Teospo ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Randy Wynn will stand in, looking to extend his modest 6-game hitting streak.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
On the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Josh Fields makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Now batting, Josh Fields.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Good patience there to stay back and watch that all the way.
And there's ball 2 now. That time, and it's 3-1.
And you could just see Sabathia rear back and overthrow that one. He's got to relax and find his spots here.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, Dave, you talked about it earlier, but it bears repeating. Leadoff walks can be killers for pitchers. Right into the stretch for him now, so he's got to bear down and get him a ground ball.
Jason Kendall will be the batter.
Now batting, Jason Kendall.
Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
And with Teixeira on the bag at first, that means there's a big opening on the right side here.
Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Swinging a soft liner back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Shut down the first couple innings, but they're officially into the hit column here in the third. Now they got to work on getting a few runs across.
Scott Podsednik will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Now batting, Scott Podsednik.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
He'll try a different arm slot here to see if he can get him to chase.
And that misses 2-0. And a foul popped behind the plate. Posada keeps the mask on, and he has it for out number 1. David DeJesus will have another go. He struck out looking his last time.
Now batting, David DeJesus.
Now both runners on the move. And now a soft liner to the left side. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Billy Butler will stride in, rounded out his last time through.
Now batting, Billy Butler.
First pitch to him. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1. Fouled off to the right side. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. Now a fastball ball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Curtis Granderson will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
And the first pitch is right by him to the backstop. So an interesting start to the at-bat there. It's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Swing and a liner. Base hit.
Just hadn't been able to get anything to fall to this point. But there's their first knock, and now in inning number 4, they got to work on stringing something together.
Derek Jeter will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Fastball, and it's right past the swinging Jeter. 0-2 now. Check on Granderson, now the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And at least he's keeping that thing low. He won't get hurt down there.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
And if there's one guy in this lineup you don't want to fall behind, A-Rod's the one.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. One 0 pitch now, and he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Change up, and he can't buy a strike here. 3-0.
This is a very good hitter up here. See, he might get the green light on 3-0.
A-Rod a little too anxious here as this is pulled foul into the seats down the left field line. And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, it didn't look to me like they wanted to give him anything to hit here.
Mark Teixeira will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Ball 1.
And obviously a double play ball would be big here as it would get him out of the inning.
hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Bases loaded spot they're in now, and you can see Kendall's coming out to have a word with the pitcher. It's a pretty good idea to try to calm things down a little bit.
So it's bases loaded, one away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Fouled back.
And foul.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Rick Ankiel will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around.
Now batting, Rick Ankiel.
In the air to straightaway center field. Granderson is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Jose Guillen will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Now batting, Jose Guillen.
Now a hard liner. Foul. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Oh, and that puts him in a pretty good hole now.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul.
And foul.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, and the reason he's having this early success is because he's been changing speeds effectively. You saw it right there. That's what you gotta do.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Now batting, Alberto Callaspo.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Underneath it is the shortstop Jeter. And that will retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Jorge Posada will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The batter, Jorge Posada.
First pitch on the way. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he kicks this inning off with a bang as a leadoff double has him in business now with nobody out.
Nick Swisher will step in, a groundout victim his last time.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Pitching coach will love that location.
No one out with a runner at second. From the belt, the pitch. In on the hands that time, 1-1.
Yeah, trying to take back control of that inside part of the plate. That's where you want to be.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball two. Ball is looked at for strike two. Line hard, but foul. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And Betancourt's throw is right there for the first out.
Ideally, you'd like to get that guy to third at least. Not a productive out there.
Nick Johnson will dig in here.
Now batting, Nick Johnson.
Throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. In time to first, and there are two away.
This pitch looked to be below the knees, but he got him to swing down on it for the out.
Randy Wynn will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
And he's starting to get up there in pitches now, worth keeping an eye on.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no one will get this one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And this is where you hope for an umpire with a wide strike zone, but he did not get the call.
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. Look at this. Throw, got him. What a play as the side is retired. Betancourt will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, Betancourt.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
And you don't want hitters to fall into that comfort zone up there, so a good idea to run the fastball in that time.
There, and it's even at 1. Hit hard to the right, and this is going to be a foul ball. Betancourt able to lay off that one, so the count evens up at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Josh Fields is on deck. As he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Josh Fields will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Now batting, Josh Fields.
And, not quite sure what was wrong with that one, but it's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Just couldn't recognize changeup out of the pitcher's hand.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow! So two are gone now in the Royal fifth, and the dependable Jason Kendall stands in.
The batter, Jason Kendall.
Close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little tapper out in front of the mound. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. So 5 shutout innings for him thus far. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Curtis Granderson will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
And here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He'll leave that one alone.
Hit hard to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Aboard with the leadoff single, and the way things are shaping up, they're going to need to capitalize on every chance they get because they might not get too many.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and in steps Derek Jeter.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
Fastball just misses for ball 1. In there, 1-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Alex Rodriguez will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
The batter, Alex Rodriguez.
Pause, now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
With a good hitter up there, it's always good to get ahead in the count early.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
That thing's almost in the dugout. What are you swinging at?
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
And with that pitch count creeping up towards 80 now, you've got to be alert for signs of tiring.
1 out and a runner on second base. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. From the stretch. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. That's in there, base hit. A run is in.
And, Matt, that's fun to watch. The more pitches you see in an at-bat, the more chance you have of locking in on one, and he came through there.
Mark Teixeira will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Got to make sure at the plate you don't hit one on the ground here.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. A check on A-Rod, now the pitch. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Let's take a look one more time. This ball is crushed and it bounces off the wall out there, but a good job of holding him just to 2 bases.
Carlos Rosa is going to have his work cut out for him here. Robinson Cano will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. And a bouncing ball, foul.
That's foul.
Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now. He's ready now, the pitch. Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Guillen is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And Rodriguez is in to score.
He'll get an RBI in this ball, but this almost was much more than that as it took a great running catch to take away extra bases.
Jorge Posada will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
Here's a ball chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Yankees are out in front, 2-0. Scott Podsednik will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Now batting, Scott Podsednik.
Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. Swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's your first out of the inning. David DeJesus will stand in 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, David DeJesus.
Hits softly to the right side. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Billy Butler will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
Now batting, Billy Butler.
Here's the first offering. Hit hard but foul. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Rick Ankiel will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Rick Ankiel.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
And he'll sling that thing across the strike zone, but he can't nip the corner.
Now a ball hit towards Jeter. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. And that's 6 shutout innings thus far as he's been very difficult to solve. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 2-0. Nick Swisher will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
And that misses, ball 1. Here's one hit towards the hole. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, this is one you got to lay off as a batter because all you're going to do is drive it into the ground.
Nick Johnson will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Nick Johnson.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Therefore, it is Callaspo. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Randy Wynn will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
Lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Wouldn't be a surprise to see him continue to work that outside corner.
Line down the left field line. Foul. Swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Betancourt has got it, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Getting late. Stretch time now in Kansas City. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Jose Guillen will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. First pitch coming. Right there for strike 1. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, and even late in the ball game, Matt, he's still getting that fastball up in the mid-90s.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Now a ball lined to the right side, and that's in there, base hit.
And at this point in the contest, all you're looking for is base runners, so now they look like they could be in business here.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Alberto
to right field. Therefore, it is Swisher. 1 away. 1 man gone now for KC in the 7th. And here's the young shortstop, Yuniesky Betancourt.
Now batting, Yuniesky Betancourt.
Lays off the slider. Don't know quite where that missed, but it's 1-0.
And the infield's into double play depth here as a ground ball could get him out of the inning.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now it's 2-0.
And in a close ball game, I think you let him throw you one here.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. Jeter on to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. 7 shutout innings for him thus far, as he's really been in control here. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Curtis Granderson will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
The batter, Curtis Granderson.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0.
Yeah, trying to get him to chase out there, but that ball had too much tail on it.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Hard to the left side, but foul. And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now. Derek Jeter waits on deck. In there, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. And if there's one thing that'll drive a manager nuts, it's the leadoff walk.
Well, as a relief pitcher, walking the leadoff guy is definitely not part of your job description. He needs to really bear down now.
Derek Jeter will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Now batter, Derek Jeter.
And he'll throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. He gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Just a challenge fastball right there, and he didn't want any part of it.
Lined up the middle, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Alex Rodriguez will step in, an RBI single this last time around.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
And he's trying to run that one back on the outside corner, but it didn't quite get there.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Misses, 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 2-0. Josh Fields will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Now batting, Josh Fields.
First pitch to him. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
And he was gearing up to hit that thing up to Interstate 70. That's a big hack.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Granderson is over, though, and he'll call off the left fielder to make the grab. 1 down. Jason Kendall will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
The batter, Jason Kendall.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. Swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Grounded, foul.
That's foul.
Now the 1-2 to Kendall. Lays off 2-2 now.
And he's got enough in the tank for another inning or two, but he's closing in on 80 pitches now, so that's worth keeping an eye on.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Top of the order to follow here. Ground ball towards the hole. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Well, the key here is that he knows it's going to be close at the bag, so he's busting it down the line and beats it out.
Scott Podsednik will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Scott Podsednik.
First pitch coming. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And now here's a swing by Podsednik, and this at-bat's not starting out well for him. Down 2 strikes. And ring him up. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and there are 2 gone.
And they go up and away to get him here. Let's have a look. I think he's looking for something down a bit more, but the ump rings him up anyway.
David DeJesus will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, David DeJesus.
And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. And that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
And he hasn't lost much of anything off that fastball. It's still getting up there in a hurry.
And this ball will be chopped foul.
That's foul.
Swing and a bouncer out in front. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Make it 8 shutout innings now as he's been lights out on the mound. We've played 8 full. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Mark Teixeira will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Shallow center. And Keel is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the ninth inning for a pitcher. One pitch, one away. Robinson Cano will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And he'll wait for something a little higher that he can do something with.
And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. The 2-0. 2-1 now. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now. Jorge Posada will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. A very rare walk for Cano.
Just never got into the flow of that at bat, so he'll try again with the next guy.
Jorge Posada will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Billy Butler will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Now batting, Billy Butler.
Misses inside, 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1.
And he's still popping that glove with a fastball, even this late in the game.
And the pitch. In for strike 2.
Working the inside corner with the fastball. Let's see if they stay right there.
Swinging, a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. And there's the first out. Rick Ankiel will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Rick Ankiel.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Yeah, you're always looking to keep guys honest with fastballs on the inside part of the plate.
Like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. Wynn will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
And you can bet he's starting to smell the kill right here. One more out, and he'll have the complete game victory.
Royals down to their final out. And here's the right fielder, Jose Guillen.
The batter, Jose Guillen.
That's inside for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. This one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
This pitcher knows after all these years he got away with one there.
Grounded foul.
Hello.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here.
That's foul.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, this might not have been one for the ages, but it was still a good competitive game here, folks. That's all you can really ask for.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so Dave, probably not much debate as to who will receive our top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, Matt, there's no debate in my mind. The thing I liked was the way he really challenged these hitters. Nothing fancy. He just went right after him. That allowed him to throw the shutout.
So that brings us to the conclusion of this one. For my colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler and all of us here at the show, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this evening. Once again, our final score. The Yankees come out on top 2-0. This has been a presentation of MLB 10 The Show. For more, log on to MLB10theshow.com. This one's in the books, as we say. So long, everybody.